Hi, everyone. Welcome to Science with Miss Williams. I'm super excited about this week. Number one, we're back. I missed you. We are back from our week off, or 2 weeks off from spring break, and I'm just really excited to get back into it. And we're starting the week off in one of my favorite ways with Science Fair. So, this is a virtual science fair. That means it's all online, and you get to participate. What? So exciting for first graders. I love science, and what we're doing in our science fair is really just going through the motions of picking an experiment, making our best guess at what would happen, and watching it work. Okay? So today, I know that you guys love the water bottles that I have in my room that have the glitter and all the goodies floating down to the bottom. So today I thought I might show you how to make one of these, and we'll talk about the science behind it. So this one's a little different than the one we're going to make today. This one I made at home myself. It has little hearts in it. It has glitter, and I dyed it with a little bit of pink. And it's in a glass water bottle. That's why I can't bring this one to school because it's glass. We don't want that at school. So this is sort of like what we're making, except for this one, we're going to use baby oil and water. And we're going to have our big question be, what happens when you add oil and water? Are they going to mix together? Are they going to separate? Are they going to float above each other? What's going to happen? Take a minute and think about what you think might happen when we add oil and water. Hmm, maybe it'll be something like this one. Look at this one. Everything is just kind of swirling together, moving slowly. Do you think it might be like that? Or do you think it might be different? Let's find out. There's only one way to find out. You got to do the experiment, right? Okay, so for this experiment, I tried to pick things that you might have at home. So we have baby oil. I like to use baby oil because it's clear instead of yellow or another color, but you can use whatever oil you have. Just make sure you ask your parents before you start, okay? So, baby oil. We have to have a bottle with a lid. This one's plastic, so that's perfect. I took the packaging off so that it was just clear and we could see inside. Okay, so a bottle with a lid and water. This is actually the water that came in the bottle. My daughter started drinking some of it and didn't finish, so instead of throwing the rest of it away, we are going to use it for science. Okay, but you can use the water out of your sink, whatever. All right. I'm also going to use some food dye. So this is food coloring. I chose turquoise, favorite color, and I love glitter. You don't have to use food coloring or glitter. It'll work without, but this is just, makes it kind of neat to look at whenever you're dumping it this way and that way. It kind of flows a little better. And you can use these later for something called a calming jar. So if you're really feeling anxious or worried or stressed out or angry, you can take a look at your jar, watch it move back and forth like this one. Oh, it just makes you feel good. Makes you happy. So we're going to make one so that you can have one at home. And then I also have little erasers. These are just little things I found that I thought might be fun to put inside the jar. Now remember, this one has little hearts from our Valentine party. I collected those and put them in here. But you can put anything in there. Remember, on the last one, I use these little pom-poms. We have those in school. I'm in my craft room, so there's literally everything over here. If I just wanted to pick something different, I could. You just grab whatever you have, whatever's little and you think might look neat floating up and down, okay? So, what happens if we mix oil and water? Okay, so I'm going to start. Oh, one more thing we need, a funnel. This is a funnel. It is big at the top and little at the bottom, and I'll show you what we're going to do with it. Boop. And then when we pour, it doesn't go everywhere. It goes straight down in the funnel. Okay? Most of the time you'll find these in the kitchen. Ask your mom or dad if they have a funnel. Okay? So we have, one more time, baby oil, water, a jar with a lid, a funnel, and things to put inside. So we have some glitter, some food coloring, and some fun little items. All right, so first what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my funnel in, and let's see, I'm going to pour my water. So for the science fair, what we're doing is you are going to do your own project, whatever you want it to be. You can make one of these if you want, one of these bottles, or you can look on the internet, pick your own science fair project and do that. You do it at home. You videotape yourself just like Miss Williams is. Pour the water in. Oh, I like that. It's about just a little over halfway full. I'm going to take maybe some out. A little bit out. Okay. So we got our water halfway in. Now we're going to put half baby oil. So when you're doing this on your own, just have your parent help you get set up. Take everything out. Tell us what materials you're using. Wait, what's happening? Look at this, friends. What's happening to the oil? Is it sinking? Is it mixing? Or is it floating? So you're going to videotape your own experiment. Talk us through it, just like I am. Show us what you're doing, what's happening, what you think might happen next. Answer the questions. Show your experiment. This baby oil takes a long time to come out. Okay, I'm going to stop it right there for now. Okay, so look at that. Can you see, especially when I put my hand behind it, there's a line right here. This is the water. This is the baby oil. That line separates them. So the baby oil stayed on the top while the water went on the bottom. Wonder why that is. Well, I'll tell you. There's something called density. Say the word, density. So water and oil both have a density. That is kind of the thickness of the water or the oil. So the water has a higher density than the oil. That's why the water's on the bottom. The oil has a lower density. That's why it stays on top. Let's continue the experiment. Now we're just having fun. So, was your hypothesis right? Was your idea of what would happen when you mixed water and oil correct, or was it incorrect? It's okay. There's no wrong answer. We just make we make a guess and we see what happens, right? Okay, so now I'm going to use this turquoise food coloring. This is water-based food coloring. So what do you think will happen with the food coloring? Do you think it will stay on top? Do you think it will mix with the oil? Or do you think it'll make it all the way down to the water? Let's find out. Where did it go? Look at that. It's sitting right on top of the oil in a tiny little bubble. Let's keep going. Another couple drops. There they are, sitting on the oil. Wow, that's really cool. Okay, so I've put a lot of drops in. Oh, wait a minute. What's happening? I sat it down. They're making it through. They're making it through the oil. They're not mixing in the oil at all. They made it through the oil, and they're making it their way down to the water. It looks like, to me, it looks like an octopus or something crazy like that. How neat that is. A jellyfish, maybe. So it's not mixing with the oil, it's only mixing with the water, and it's changing the color of the water for us. There are still a couple dots in the oil. I wonder what would happen. Science fair is a lot of that. I wonder what would happen. I wonder what would happen if we added, try and get everything in the picture here. If we added some of our glitter. Glitter. I chose orange. Whoa! Clumped up on the top and then went straight down to the bottom. And I chose pink. Clumped up at the top. A tiny bit is coming down. See that? It's coming down slowly. And whoop, there the whole thing goes. And the yellow. I thought those were very spring colors. Very, very springy colors. Oh, there it went. See how it's just sticking straight to the top of the oil? On the bottom of the oil onto the top of the water. Very cool. Okay, so put the lid on and give it a shake. What will happen? Oh my. We've got very, very turquoise water. Our glitter, you can barely see it. It's just shimmering and shining, but you can't see the colors anymore. Let's see what happens. We'll leave it here for a few minutes and watch it. So what you're going to do, you're going to make your own experiment and tell us what happens. Show us all your materials that you're using so that if someone else wanted to do the experiment themselves, they could do it at home too. And then do the experiment on the video. Show us the result. Look here. You can see it separating. The oil and the water are separating already. And then you're going to upload it. You can either send it to me and I'll do it for you, or you can upload it to Instagram or Facebook and have your parents tag Grimwood Academy Shafter, GA Shafter, Science Fair. So I'll send it all together. I'll write it all up for you guys and send it out. But I can't wait because all week long we're going to watch everybody's science experiments. How awesome, right? Okay, look. It's starting to really, really separate. That is so amazing. It's like magic. I'm going to open it right now. And once again, this is why I like the clear baby oil, because it is clear here instead of turning colors. Let's see. I'm going to put some little fun things in. Okay, so I have a little bunny rabbit. She went all the way to the bottom. I have a flower. A chickadee. Some more flowers. Plop, plop, plop. Some more chickadees. Whoa. I have over here in my little area. Oh, how cute. I have some frogs. You know frogs are my favorite. Little froggies. Put them in there. Plop, plop, plop. And I think it's time to seal it up. Look at that. Now you can see all the colors of the glitter that I put in there. Some glitter got stuck to the walls of the cup. You can see the turquoise. Wow, look at that. Looks like the ocean. And then when it calms down, we'll be able to see our little friends in there. Here they are, our little spring friends going from the top to the bottom. There they are swimming. They're swimming. Your parents might want to, when you're completely done with it, first of all, leave a little space. See how I left this much space for air? That way you can get the wave effect. See the wave? If you don't leave air there, it just doesn't make it quite as exciting. So leave some air at the top, and then your parents might want to glue this shut. That way there's no opening in it, because this is oil and it will stain carpets and things like that. So you don't want this to open up after you've made your masterpiece. And look at that. The oil and the water separated again. So oil, water, more dense, less dense. Can't wait to see all of your fun and exciting science fair projects. And remember, when you're feeling stressed, just go back to your cool down jar, your relax jar, your ocean in a bottle, whatever you want to call it. All right, bye friends.